Deontay, you ain't got money to blow. Oh. I got money to blow. You don't. Excuse my song. No, for real though, because didn't the last girl, I forgot her name, they said her name in the show too, like Chelsea or something like that. Didn't she pretty much take all your money to the point that you had to move in with your mama? Okay. You shared that information. You shared it. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just repeating it. But, you know... Deontay. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Candace. I'm here with Confidential Talk. Listen, y'all. Love after Lockup is giving me all that I need, okay? And Deontay, I just, you know what? he is so, oh God, I don't want to call him dumb, but he is so dumb that it makes me question, like, are you really this dumb or are you just playing this right now? Are you playing us? Is this a joke? Even though she is using him clearly, okay? He is the crazy one, okay? He's the crazy one. He's the one you need to watch out for real. Okay, but we're gonna get into that. But yes, this is gonna be the recap of Love After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 41, which I'm not really sure why they have it like that, but I believe that's how it is. And this is called, I love the name of this episode. It is called Sex Dolls and Booty Calls, okay? So let's get into it. Yeah, make sure you guys are commenting as we go through this. I want to know you guys' thoughts on the show, what you guys think about the recap, because I do respond to comments. Make sure you like this video at the end, and definitely darling definitely darlings, please subscribe to the channel, okay, and become part of the Confidential Talk family. But let's get right into this recap, y'all. Okay, so we start the episode off hot. Okay, I love that when the show start off steaming. Okay, so we start the episode off with Nicole and Deontay. Okay, I love them. So Nicole says that she's been out for a week and they've been spending every waking moment together. Okay, she ain't feeling it. She ain't feeling it. She seems really annoyed and she keeps making like rude remarks, especially when she said like, oh, if your mom don't like me, I ain't never like seeing her again or never meeting her again, or like something like that. I really wasn't feeling that. I feel like that was rude, and I feel like if you really are interested in somebody, you're not going to be talking like that. You're not going to be, you know, not interested in meeting their family. Talk about, you keep saying every time you meet somebody, oh, I'm gonna stay, I'm gonna be here, but like, why would you make that comment then? Why would you make that comment though? Especially if you really cared about them. Women, we always want to be good with the moms. We want to be good with the moms. So, and also in my opinion, I feel like she comes off as annoyed. Like, she clearly looks annoyed. So the fact that he is just completely ignoring that and staying oblivious to it makes me feel like he's crazy. Okay, y'all, that's one of my reasons. So Nicole whips out this paper about her boob job, and she says, listen, it's $6,000. That's the deal, honey, okay? Because it was really $8,000. All right, so he looking like, I ain't got the money for that. I ain't got the money. I ain't even got none yet. Okay, like the nigga has still not hit. Okay, so you know, I don't think he wanna whip out $6,000 for your titties. Okay, but then the fool says, he says that he will not pay his bills to keep her happy, and then she says that makes her a little happier. Okay, so you know, just some buffoonery going on in that conversation. But then she whips out her phone to call Tia. It's her birthday. All right, so. And, you know, again, like, the rage that he gave you the last time you guys were out, and then, again, if this is somebody that you truly care about and this is your man, I wouldn't be calling her while you over there because you know how it makes him feel. You don't give a fuck. You don't respect them, okay? And like, how can he not see what's going on? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But it's good TV. It's definitely good TV. It's very interesting, and I'm here for it. So, so then she goes into the next room. This part was crazy. Okay, that's what I'm saying. The show started us off with some really juicy shit. So like, I appreciate y'all. Production, good job. Okay. So then she goes into the next room and she starts talking to Tia. And she goes, yeah, I don't want to meet her. I don't want to meet his mom. Come pick me up. And she's looking around his room. I definitely would feel some type of way you looking around my room. Like, excuse me, we just got together. Like, what you doing? And you still haven't gave me the cheeks. Like, browse around after you like have gave me some and you naked in your room, you know, you naked in my room, like then you can kind of look around, maybe, you know, snoop, you know, but like you ain't give me none. So what you doing? What you doing? But that's still an invasion of privacy. So again, in his house, she going underneath his bed, talking to Tia on the phone, talking about him, and she goes, "Ah, he's so fucking disgusting. Like the motherfucker can't hear you." Okay? Again, not giving a fuck. So she's literally just talking shit about him in his own room, in his own house, and about his sex toy. Oh, he's so disgusting. He's nasty for having this sex toy. It's little. It's not even a blow up doll. It's this little thing. Like, girl. Okay, first off, it is weird. Okay, it might be a little weird because he's like flaunting it all around TV, and apparently his mama know he has it too. So yeah, it's a little odd. It's weird. Okay, I agree, it's weird. But the idea of sex toys, you know, Confidential Talk here, we promote sex toys. Okay, I love me some sex toys. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with self-pleasure. Okay, and Miss Little Prison Stripper, boo. Okay, and ain't nothing wrong with stripping, but I think you the one not to be judging because, you know, girl, you was pop locking and dropping in the jail. Okay, and you had about 4 girlfriends. Okay, thoughts? Can I say thoughts? Okay, so and it's not even the stripper part, y'all. Listen, don't come for me because I love me some strippers and I highly respect them. Okay, they get paid, but at the same time, again, you can't be doing that and judging somebody for having a sex toy, girl. Anywho, so yeah, that motherfucker heard that shit. So he come in the room and he like, I know you're not playing me in my own house, okay? And at first, I really had hope for him. I was like, yes, Deontay, tell her ass, get your phone, kick her ass out. You got it. You heard, you know, you heard what she said. You see how she been treating you all night. She's not deserving. Let the trick go. Stop playing yourself, Deontay. Stop playing yourself. Stop. I had hope. I had hope he was about to kick her ass out. But then they move on to Stan and Lisa. Oh my God. This is the fuckery. This show is crazy. I love it so much. So we have Stan and Lisa. So Stan wants Lisa to come back to the house. She's already hip, of course, to what he trying to do. Okay, so she says, what you really trying to do? All right, what you really trying to do, Stan? You trying to talk like we should be doing? Because there's lots of issues that we need to resolve here, okay? And I can see it. Even if she is using the nigga for this money, okay? I really feel like she is literally trying to at least get to a place where they are comfortable and she can actually feel comfortable in the relationship too. She can open up. She can be her authentic self. You know, obviously, she just got to jail. She has some baggage. She got things going on. And Stan just wants to hit, okay? Again, I said this in my last video. If you just wanted to be a sugar daddy, just make that clear, okay? If you just wanted to hit and pay, make that clear, okay? Because you're clearly not invested in her life whatsoever, okay? But anyways, and I got lots to say about Stan. We just getting started, y'all. Listen, this is just the second little scene of the show. Getting into the juice. So he says, I really want to make love to you because I love you, okay? He loves her. And again, I just kind of put in my notes, like, he don't hear anything she's saying. Like, he doesn't seem to just be interested in a relationship with her outside of just having sex. It just seems like that way to me. He's not invested in her life whatsoever. So you could kind of tell that she's only going back to the house because she wanted to get her money for the motel that she's staying at. Also probably get some other stuff because we see in the car she does point out a few things. Like, okay, when I was in jail, you told me you was gonna give me $5,000 for a car. What happened to that? She got in the car and she wasn't playing, honey, which I felt like you could have been smoother about it. You could have been smoother about it, especially because you're trying to play this game and you're still trying to not give him any. You want to still make him feel like he's gonna get some, okay? So you can get what you need. And I'm not trying to say that that's what she should do, but I'm just saying, like, that's really how you play the game, okay? He was like, yeah, you know, the best thing for you to do is to live with me. She like, no, not after what you said, honey, okay? I want to get my own place, so are you gonna help me do that? Or what's up? And I was just like, girl, okay, you gotta slide into it, okay? You gotta slide into it, make him feel like he gonna get some, but you got these demands, and, you know, she went about it the wrong way, okay? She was she doesn't have that feminine touch that he needs. You know what I mean? Like, she could have played the game. Like, honestly, Nicole could be playing him too. Like, I feel like she haven't given Deontay any, but you know, honestly at this point she's rude. But like, I feel like she can probably give Stan what Stan needs. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead here and be sweet to you and have these demands and lead you on and make you feel like you can get some, but you're never gonna get none. Okay, all right. So, and again, we already know that Stan already got something from Lisa in the past. So yeah, that is what that is. But yeah, but then so yeah, she's going off in the car asking for all these demands, and then the cops pull him over. Then we get to Anissa and Jeff. She's going to pick him up from the halfway house, so he's going to be officially staying with her. Woohoo! Now she about to get some, y'all. She getting some this episode finally, and Anissa gets some. So I was happy to see that. But anyways, we're jumping ahead. So soon as he get in the car, she brings up flowers for the wedding. Okay, flowers for the girl. You just got him. Okay, he been dipping and dodging your ass for 11 years. Okay, relax. You don't want to run him away. Okay, you just got him. You don't want to run him away. So the first things I wouldn't talk about would be flowers for your marriage and your wedding, because he ain't interested. He ain't interested, y'all. And I think honestly the only reason why he really staying with her and stuff like that is because of TV show. Okay, he trying to get paid. So this part was funny. So he says that they gotta write a letter to get approved to get married. So she's like, so there's a chance that we might not be approved to get married? And he like, yeah. And they just told me that today. They just told me that today. And I was just like, now that part, if you kept that out, I could have believed it. But the fact that you just said, oh, they told me that today, you could tell that was a lie. That was definitely a lie, and it was hilarious. Okay, and she just, I don't, and that's what I'm saying, like, these people cannot be this oblivious. Okay, so again, makes for good TV. I'm in love with it. Like, literally, I love this show. I like, sometimes I'll sit and watch the episode probably about 2 or 3 times. Okay, don't judge me. So yeah, they get back to the house, and then you can see them cover up the camera because she about to get her freak on, y'all. So then we move on to Wright and Brittany. So you know what, I am here for the grandma. Okay, I know some of y'all was just like, how dare she be questioning Brittany, you know, when her grandson just got out of jail, what about him? Listen, I'm here for the grandma. She said, I ain't gotta have a reason. He my grandson. Okay, the fuck, I'm gonna come see my grandson. I was like, yes, grandma. You tell it. And the way Brittany was acting, I felt like it was a little weird. Like, that's his family. Why wouldn't it be okay for his family to be there and him show his family some love? God damn it, bitch, he gonna stay with you and he on home confinement. Okay? Trust me, you got plenty of time with the motherfucker. Let him hug his grandma. Damn. I was so annoyed with her. I was just like, God damn. Brittany. Damn. Okay? So then they you know, they drive, and they, you know, I feel like their relationship seems authentic. I feel like he seems like he's into her. So I really am interested how this is going, you know, unravel. We see that she drives him back to her house, and you know, the first thing he wants when he gets there is breakfast, honey. Okay, and she just thought that he was just going to jump her bones. Like, nigga, want to eat. Okay, he haven't had good food in years. Okay, I want to eat first too, then I give you some. But fill me up with some good food. Okay, so he like, I want some breakfast, I want some pancakes. Okay, and she said, coming right up. She said, coming right up. I can respect her freak. I can respect it. I feel like she definitely is somebody that probably keeps it super spicy in the bedroom. So yes, girl, get it how you live. Okay, so now we're on to Courtney and Josh. This was actually kind of sad to watch. I kind of really felt for her. Like, this was really sad because this is somebody that had a whole job, you know, kind of ruined her career and, you know, her field. She served 2 months in prison, and, you know, she's on probation still. So for, you know, choosing this love with him, and she said he's been out for officially, I think, what was it? They've been quarantined. I think it was like 10 days, but I have 14 written here, or typed here. So they've been quarantined for 14 days, and she feels like he's not there. So she still has to go wedding dress shopping, which this bugs me to death. Like, these women wanting to jump down the aisle so fast, they really would just want to, like, get married, and they feel like that's going to fix the problems. And listen, if you're going to spend the rest of your life with somebody, and you're going to be with somebody, what's the rush? What is the rush to the point where you're literally in such a bad space in your relationship that you feel like that's gonna make it work or make it better? I don't understand that, because these are grown-ass women. These are grown-ass women that are having these thought processes. So I just don't understand, like, and that's the thing. I'm not saying that you should wait for 11, 10, you know, or 10, 11, 12 years to get married. I'm not saying that. Please do not do that. I'm just saying, you know, a couple months, girl, just relax, okay? Let's try to fix the problems. Let's make sure that he's gonna help provide. He's gonna actually do his part and be a good man to you before you're trying to, like, literally, like, run down the aisle. But anyways, I just had to say my piece on that. But Courtney's friend shows up. She expresses to her friend that he doesn't do anything. All he does is sit and play video games all day. And what really hurt me is when she said in the confessionals that, you know, he turns her down for sex, and it really has a and it really is taking a toll on her heart. And I can completely understand that, because as a woman, when we're turned down, or anybody, if you are turned down by somebody that you really care about, especially somebody that, you know, especially a man, okay? Because, you know, men, they don't turn us down. You know, they don't turn us down unless there's something seriously going on. But again, he just got chill, so he's not used to having sex all the time like that, and maybe that's not even who he is naturally. But whatever the case is, he's turning her down. That can make you very insecure, especially when you really care about somebody and you want them to want you in the way that you want them to want you, and they're not wanting you that way. It could definitely take a toll on how you feel about yourself, how you feel about the relationship, you know, how you think they feel about the relationship. So I could kind of understand, like, her saying that it took a toll on her heart for him to continue to turn her down. And, you know, I think that she's a beautiful woman. I think that, you know, especially for everything that she's done, I definitely feel bad. Like, I was like, damn, girl, damn. Like, this scene was kind of sad. And the fact that she's, you know, she's shopping for wedding dresses, I'm just like, this ain't it, boo. This ain't the answer. This is not gonna fix it. But, you know, we'll see what happened in the next episode, because I think this is the last time we see them. But so then she tells the friend while he was in prison, he had flushed his ring down the toilet after an argument that they had. So again, I mean, she had a sign, but also she had already done the time for him. She had already been on probation for him. So I mean, I honestly, you know, just to make the relationship work, she gonna have to forgive him, okay? She gonna have to. She went to jail for him. So then she reveals that he has to live with his cousin, and they may not be able to live with each other up to 3 years, okay? So that's really tough, especially in the space that she's in with him. And I think that may be part of the reason why she wanted to rush this marriage thing, because she feels like it will have, aren't they married? I thought they were already married. I don't know. Whatever the case is, she ends that scene by saying that she just wants him to prove that this is what he really wants. And again, I can understand how she feels, like, especially if he's up there playing video games all day and he's not really giving her attention, and he sounds like a bum. He sounds like a loser. So, you know, yeah, okay, he think he's still in jail, y'all, okay? Then we get back to my favorite couple, Deontay and Nicole. Deontay. So I think y'all remember me saying I had some hope for Deontay. I had some hope. I was like, yes, Deontay get it. He understands. He, you know, he about to kick this bitch out. Okay, he not about to be playing no more. But of course, we all seen the scene with, you know, him and his mom and her. So we knew they was gonna work it out. Okay, somehow, some way. So so we get to them. So after all that shit talking, and talking about give my phone back and you can leave, he says, how we gonna fix this? And oh, by the way, before he says that, she tells him to shut the fuck up, okay? She's just at this point disrespecting the fuck out of him. I'm not gonna argue with you, shut the fuck up. She's being disrespectful, okay? But then he goes, so how we gonna fix this? And she like, what you wanna do? He says he wants to make this work because he loves her, okay? But you're not about to make a fool out of me, okay? That's what she's doing. That's what she's doing, Deontay. She's making a fool out of you. And, you know, I feel like sometimes these guys get on these shows and be this guy because they may get, like, more phone numbers and, like, sympathy and stuff like that. But all he about to get is a whole bunch of females that's going to try to use him. Okay? None of the females are going to be feeling bad. Okay? You're not about to get the type of fame that you think you're about to get off of this. Okay? A lot of guys go on these shows and they act a goddamn fool and then they get some fans. Somebody is going to be there for them. Your fans is gonna be there for the check. But I mean, Deontay, you ain't got money to blow. I got money to blow. You don't. Excuse my song. No, for real though, because didn't the last girl, I forgot her name, they said her name in the show too, like Chelsea or something like that. Didn't she pretty much take all your money to the point that you had to move in with your mama? Okay, you shared that information. You shared it, so you know what I'm saying. I'm just repeating it. But you know, okay. But yeah, he said, you know, you ain't gonna make a fool out of me. Already is. But she said she's not having this conversation no more. So then they go back into the kitchen, and then somehow magically he's just over it. Okay, he grabbed his beer, he got a low-key smile on his face, and he was like, you know, I don't like arguing with you like that. You know what I'm saying? And I was just thinking to myself, you idiot. Okay, that's all I could think of. But it's very interesting because mama shows up. Okay, I love his mama. I love his mama because she let it know she wasn't about to fake nothing. Yeah, because she was the one that had to pick up the pieces from the last time, so she definitely about to grill this woman. So mom shows up, and I really feel like Nicole does give a true honest effort into kind of like, you know, really trying to make moms believe that she is here to stay. She really loves Deontay. So mom's hit her with a question like, what do you love about him? Why you love him? I think she said, why you love him? Yep, she said, why you love him? And she got a stutter. She was like, because you raised a gentleman. You raised a gentleman. And she was like, yes, he is. Yes, he is. Okay. And I just love I love his mom because she is telling it like it is. She's not holding back. And she knows a little bit too much. And, you know, that got me looking at Deontay like, okay, you telling your mama all your little secret information? Your mama? That's crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but you know, it ain't the coolest thing to do. You know, it's not the coolest thing to be like, you know, sitting with your girl and your mom be like, yeah, so I heard y'all wasn't fucking. Okay, I know y'all ain't intimate. You ain't giving no buns. Why is that? You ain't. She was like, what'd she say? She was like, because of course Nicole hit her with the, oh, I'm just scared to have sex. And she was like, you ain't scared to spend this money? Okay, I was like, yes mama, okay, save your son because listen, he has no chance on his own. Okay, so it was funny because, you know, at the beginning Deontay was like, you know, this is Nicole, you know, I love her, and you know, she, you know, you gotta accept her. If you don't accept her, then you know what? She was like, what? Let me set the record straight. Listen, you don't know this woman, okay? I was like, yes, mom. She was giving me everything I needed in that moment. And then she makes a comment about Deontay's sex toy, and at that moment I was just like, Deontay, goddamn, you told your mama too about the sex toy? You told your mama about the sex toy. Okay, again, confidential talk, we open over here, okay? But you know, well, because I do this on the regular and I talk about sex toys and everything that I got going on in my life, me and my mom are a little bit more open when it comes to sexual conversation. But at the same time, I feel like if this wasn't up my alley, I wouldn't be showing off my sex toys to my mom. Okay, I wouldn't be like, oh mom, look what I play with. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is my favorite. Like, what? Yo, mama, hey, you a man too. Again, with the double standards, I'm not trying to do that. I'm really not trying to do it. But it just, it's weird. Okay, it's weird. It's weird. Why did your mom know about the sex toy? Okay, but anyways, we're moving on to back to Anissa and Ray. So Anissa finally gets something. Okay, she is happy. She laid up in the bed, honey. She is like, and Ray seems, is it Ray? But yeah, Ray seems to be into it too. So, you know, I'm happy for them. I'm happy. So he goes outside and then he reveals that he is still talking to his first love. I think her name was like Christina. And then Kyle shows up. Kyle's the friend, okay? He lives on the property, so, you know, he comes in time from time, okay? No, and how does he come by time from time, but you haven't had sex in 6 years? I wonder if that's true. Because I know she ain't got drunk and busted wide open. I know she has. I know she has. Talking about it's been 6 years. Bitch, bye. Okay, that's why Kyle looking and wait. Okay, I want this man to fuck up so I can come back and get some more. Okay, all right, that's just allegedly. Okay, that's just how I feel. Anywho, let's see here. I lost my spot. So then he sits down and talks to Ray, and Ray reveals that he has something to tell Kyle that he has not told Anissa, and we don't find that out in this episode. So then we move back on to Deontay and Nicole. And again, I wrote in my notes, Deontay is mad delusional, okay? He actually made a comment that he thinks that his mom does like her. Bye. And of course, you see the annoyance and the irritation on Nicole's face as he's taking her home. So he drops her off. She's like, oh, you don't even have to get out the car. I don't want the dogs to bark. I don't need to be walked in, okay? And he like, okay, I'll always walk you in. But, you know, it's all good. So, you know, he drops her off and she said, I'll see you tomorrow. And he realizes that she sit outside to smoke and she never do that, okay? So he like, I'm going to do a little Louis. Okay, so he get down the street, he busts a Louis, turns around and parks and just waits. And I don't know how, I mean, obviously production can't, you know, they can't wait for a long time. But I don't think this car came too far after, because usually if it was like 20 minutes 30 minutes, because that would mean that he was waiting for that length of time for something to happen, I feel like they would have put that on the screen. But it couldn't have been that much longer. Then Zach pulls up. In my eyes, I think it's Zach, because it looked like it was a guy in the car. Okay, it ain't Tia. So, but again, like, you know, Tia don't seem like she putting in that effort. You know, putting that effort in to for Nicole. But it is what it is. We don't know. All we see is her with Deontay. Whatever the case is, so Kyle, I said Kyle. So Zach pulls up, and Deontay like, I know she ain't doing this. So he pulls up. What you doing, Nicole? And at this moment, I was just like, damn, I couldn't do it. I could not be Deontay. Even if I got myself into that situation where I was the fool like that, I would have to bow out. Like, I could not catch her in the act of that shit. I would just have to ghost her. I would just ghost her. You can keep everything I've already given you, because you gave it to her. You can't, and that's one thing I don't like what people do. You can't be nice to people and give them all this stuff because you voluntarily did that. And then when you don't want to be friends with them no more, or you don't want to be in a relationship with them more, you want it all back. That's not how that works. You gave that shit to her. I can see why you may want your phone back, because you're actively paying for the phone. So that's understandable. But all the gifts and stuff like that, them hers, okay? If she already has in her possession, let her keep it and just move on, okay? Stop wasting your money and your time, okay? It's just that simple. But clearly not for Deontay. So yeah, he pulls back up and says, what are you doing, Nicole? And then we don't get to see them no more, okay? And I just cannot wait till next Friday, y'all. I cannot wait to see what he does, because I feel like at the end of all that throwing the shit out the car and all that extra shit, I feel like he low-key might be like, so what we doing? What we doing? Because I love you. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I think he nuts. So, to be continued on that. I really can't wait till next Friday. So then, oh my god, again, such an action-packed episode. This was such a good episode, y'all. Like, literally every scene had me like, what? This shit is crazy. So Stan and Lisa, again, Stan shows his ass, okay, in so many different ways. So many different ways. Even though she might be there to use him for his money, okay, which makes her bad too. But I feel like Stan has shown he is your typical white privileged, not giving a fuck about nobody else ass motherfucker. He is white privilege at his finest. So the cop lets him go with a warning, and he goes, see, he ran my record and seen that it was perfect and gave me a warning. Okay? And I was just thinking to myself, like, damn, that was insensitive. And again, throwing his privilege in her face. At the end of the day, like, yeah, she may have made bad choices and got herself in that predicament. But one, that's supposed to be a woman. That's supposed to be somebody you really care about. So you think that you might be a little sensitive to the fact that she doesn't have the best record, and she actually is trying to make efforts to make her make her life right at this moment. You know, she's choosing to try to not make bad decisions, and you just pushing her in the wrong direction. I feel like he's just real negative and rude. So, you know, and I feel like she handled that well. She was just like, I forgot exactly what she said, but I just put middle fingers. I put the middle finger emoji because I was just like, damn, like that's fucked up. Like, fuck you. Like, that would be my response. Like, fuck you. Like, that's rude. Whatever the case is, because I mean, clearly it's a shot to her. She doesn't have a good record. It's a shot. So they get to the house and shit goes left. Okay, she, you know, he starts to walk in the house and he's like, yeah, I just want to cuddle and, you know, be intimate. And she's just like, we still got things to talk about. And, you know, I don't think that she has been the nicest. I think she's kind of rude, but I do understand where she's coming from when she's like, okay, relax. Like, you can't even talk to me about real shit. And we really haven't even fixed the issue at hand about what you said. You wanted us, we were having a conversation about it, and you wanted to cuddle and you wanted to come here, and I respected that. But like, so I can understand where she's coming from, but I just don't think that she's giving him, like I said a little bit earlier, I don't think that she's giving him the feminine, you know, the sexy side, the, you know, I'm gonna eventually give you some, but no, I need this and this from you. But, you know, sensual, like, she's not giving that. She's not giving the sexy, sensual, I'm in charge, I'm still feminine, you know. She's just like rude, you know what I mean? So I feel like her finesse just it's not gonna work. And he's just an asshole, okay? So he's like, and he hasn't had a sip of alcohol, y'all. He hasn't had a sip. So we know now, and which I already knew. He tried to blame it on the alcohol. He tried to blame it on the alcohol. Okay, and you know, I had a feeling, I was like, no, this nigga just rude. He's just a rude ass motherfucker. So, yo, we know now it's not the alcohol. He's sober. So he says, go. Okay. It's the middle of the night. It looks like it. It's pretty late. It's dark. It's dark outside. So he just says, go. Okay, get your hand on my face. Okay. He says, leave me alone. Get your hand on my face. Okay, and he goes in the house and proceeds to close the door. And then he tells her, before he closes the door, he tells her, at least I got a car. And I was just like, see, that's what I'm saying? That's that ignorance. You don't give a fuck about nobody else. And you don't have any regards for anybody else's feelings. To the point that you are that disrespectful that you would stoop that low and just hit people with the low blows because you got it better and you got this, you have money and you this and you that. So Stan, you know what, honestly, and like I do agree with her. She was just like, you know, that could have got me in a situation where I got arrested, because I would have to pop off. That would make me want to pop off. You literally got me to your house and you have the audacity to tell me to leave and go, and it's dark outside, and you want to say some disrespectful stuff again and then throw my stuff out of the house? What? That could potentially put anybody in a predicament. And she has a very bad record. She just got out of jail. What if she popped off and they called the police? Because production, them all there, she would have had to, they would have had to do something. They would have had to call the police. So I feel like, you know, that was a really toxic situation for her. Even though, again, her motives may not have been the best. Stan ain't it. Stan ain't it, honey. Stan ain't it. He ain't it. He ain't it. And even if you... And I really do feel like if she played her cards right, though, if she, like I said earlier, she had, you know, a little bit more feminine, and she actually played the game a little bit better by being sweet and kind of not necessarily promising that he would get some, but like making him believe that he was going to get some, but don't give him none and get what she need. I feel like she would have been able to do that, okay? Stan seems to be a trick, okay? He's definitely a trick. So, but like she said, Millionaire is available. Ladies, get him. He is a clear trick, okay? he wants he wants to have sex. He wants to have sex and he will pay. Because that is literally what it seems like, okay? But whatever the case is, this was a really good episode, you guys. I loved it. It was very entertaining. Make sure you guys comment below what you thought about the episode, what you thought about the recap. Let me know who your favorite couple is out of everybody, and let me know why, because I'm really interested. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.